We'll probably
Your
hop.
studio looks like a discotheque, man.
Man, have you been able just to take it all in now that it's all completed?
I don't know, man, because I went back to back after this because the strike happened. So a lot of people were out of work, and my issue was abundance. I'm that jammy, and pardon the pun. Um, but yeah, the response to it's been amazing,
It's been
and I, I
incredible.
I really wasn't expecting it. I mean, I didn't think we were making something that was crap. I really didn't, but I didn't expect the response to be what it has been.
Have you been getting people who've worked on the Batman, like Robert or anyone, wanting to know more about this to go, Jesus, how is this going?
No, not at all.
Brilliant. That's kind
No,
of
but I've
cool,
had some
though.
texts from no, but I've had some texts from the crew members who were working on it and were kind of really invested in the whole process as well. We were together for a year nearly doing this. We had a break in the middle. There was a writer's strike in the middle of the show, so we were stood down for 5 months. But the same crew came back in November to pick up where we left off, and I got a few texts from. They were really invested in the whole thing, the crew, and it was one big team effort.
Oz is. There's part of me that I kind of like him. Like, is he a lovable rogue, but also a lethal person you won't go
A
near?
little bit, a little bit. You haven't seen the 8 episodes, have you?
No, I have not. We are betting to see episode 2 now, so back at
Funny
home.
because by the end of the eighth, I'm not sure. I don't know. I have no idea, and the audience will find whatever they watch in whatever way they find it. But I would be surprised if anyone liked him by the end of eight. But certainly at the start, yeah, he is a lovable rogue, and he's great. He's good. He's good crack. One of the characters said, "You're nobody keeps you around for your intelligence. You're good fun at a card game," and there's an element of truth to that in a way. Um, yeah, he's got a good bit of banter about him, and he's got a very awkward sense of humor. Uh, but that starts to all that stuff that was kind of fun in the film to play as well, because he was a bit of comic relief in the film. That starts to peter out as the darkness begins to kind of consume everything else. So by the end of the eighth episode, it's I feel it's pitch black. I don't know. It's hard for me to have.
Relentless.
Yeah.
That must be great for as an actor to be able to do something like that, so it's really, really gritty and people feel like they know the character and all of a sudden they're going, Jesus, he's not like that at all. He's actually worse.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing, when you're reading something, if you're surprised reading it, you can't really expect the audience to have an experience that you're not having yourself when you're telling a story or bringing a story to life, I think. So, um, in doing it, you get inured to it because, well, there's not that much surprise anymore. Certainly, as far as plot twists and storylines go, you might get surprised take to take and something that happens with you and a fellow actor and all that stuff. But when I read it, yeah, he was very likable in the first episode, kind of likable in the second episode, a little bit less in the third. By the time I finished the eighth episode, just reading it, I was knackered, and I just thought, oh Jesus, this is awful dark. I was like, I actually asked the producer, I said, have HBO signed off on all this? But of course, HBO make heavy stuff as well. But there's a few scenes in it that are really brutal, man.
Wow.
Particularly one in episode eight that's just that talk about the crew being involved and invested. When we were shooting the scene that I referenced in episode eight, there was an awful funk on the set that night. Like the whole crew were, yeah.
I can't
No,
wait. I honestly can't wait for this. Have you?
yeah. I don't think overselling it. You won't ask me which scene I was talking about.
I'll know.
For,
Is
for
there any mannerisms that, a couple of months later you've been like, Jesus, I'm still in this character that you're trying to get out? Maybe not the brutal ones, but little things.
Not really, no. But if I, it's no, but it feels like it's not a million miles away. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I got to do it enough. I did enough laps as Oz that if I just saw a hairpiece again, it would all come back. If I stepped into the makeup trailer even without getting the makeup on, I feel like it's probably very accessible to me, the whole thing, just because I walked limped in his shoes for long enough. But
Amazing.
nothing, thank God, nothing remained. Nothing I'm aware of anyway.
Colin, thanks so much. My time's up.
It
And
was just-
it's brilliant. Like, it's absolutely brilliant. So well done. Thanks again.
Thanks, Thomas.
Cheers, man.